Grand Rising, peace, love, harmony, and light. This is Chief Kalinago with another feel-good video. Man, it's a beautiful day to be alive. I gotta tell you that. As you could see, let's give them something to talk about. Life is so grand and life is so beautiful. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. But this video is about you. You in terms of taking care of yourself. Self-preservation. Always strive to be the best you that you can be. A lot of people may attempt to put themselves in your shoes, but sometimes that may be just a little impossible. Because you see, when you wear your shoes, sometimes you get that perfect fit. And only you could fit in that shoes. Only you could be comfortable in that shoes. Only you could walk in that shoes. And sometimes people on the outside looking in, they may assume, presume, but only you know what it feels like. So what does that mean? It means that every single day that you rise with the sun, that you think of making you the best you that you could be. First, it have to start off in the spiritual realm, the mental realm. You have to think of yourself in the highest standards. Because remember, we were made in the likeness and image of the Most High. Now, if you are the son and daughter of a king, how would you carry yourself? How would you present yourself? Obviously, you would want to hold yourself to the highest standards, not just in materialistic things, but in your morals, your thoughts, your principles. If you are of a pedigree, of a royalty, then you act that way. So with that being said, I know the weather is warming up, right? And a lot of people have reached out to me and said, well, Chief, what's your workout routine? What do you do? Well, I'm going to be honest. And again, whether you call this ego or not, it just is what it is. You see, sometimes it's genetic. For me, I haven't worked out in over 3 months. That's the truth. The picture you see on this video right now, or in this video, was taken yesterday. And I haven't worked out in over 3 months. However, I decided, you know what? I'm going to get back into my workout routine. Now, when I say workout routine, I don't do weights. All my workouts, it's basically calisthenics. Meaning that free weights, I do push-ups, I do pull-ups, I do dips, I run, I walk, But of course, I do various, forms of sit-ups and crunches. And when I do my workout, especially push-ups, I don't do a lot of push-ups. Like it depends. It varies. I do push-ups in sets. Sometimes I do 10 reps of 5 sets. Sometimes I do 20 reps of 5 sets. It depends on the goal. Like for the day, I may say, okay, you know what? Today I'm only going to do 100 push-ups. So I break it down. 10 sets of 10s. All right. I may say I'm going to do 200. Then I break that down. I may do 20 reps of 10 sets. If I want to do 500, I do it in increments of 10s or 20. And I do various push-ups. I do regular push-ups. I do close. I do wide. I do the diamonds. So that helps a lot. Okay. Now, also another workout I do for the chest is I do what's called incline or decline push-ups. How I do that is I get a chair, all right, and I lean forward against the chair in an incline position, and those are called incline push-ups. The decline is the reverse. I put my feet on the chair and I put myself in a decline position and I do those push-ups. So it work the upper, lower, and the flat, which is the straight push-ups, work the middle part of the chest. So it gets a full workout. All right. What I do for my shoulders, now that's a little bit difficult. I do upside down push-ups. I'm used to that. So if you're going to try that out, be very careful. But how you could start doing that is you could get your feet planted on the floor and you just lean over and put both hands on the floor and do literally support your weight and do upside down push-ups. All right. Until you're able to do a full upside down push-up with your feet against a wall. But that takes some practice, that takes some time. Now, another thing you could do is you could get some light dumbbells, maybe 5, if you know, 5, 10, 15, I would say 15 to 20, 25 pounds for the most. It depends on your physicality. All right. And you do those for your shoulders, but you do light weights for shoulders when you do the different variations of shoulder workouts, because, you know, you don't want to hurt yourself. So those are some of the things that I do for upper body. All right. I also have resistant bands. I use them to do curls. Also, when I do pull-ups, I do different variations of pull-ups. I do chin-ups. I do close. I do wide. All right. And to work out different parts of the body. It's called isometrics. You know, I take my time. I do it slow sometimes. I do it fast. It depends on the goal that I'm trying to accomplish. Now, if I want to rep it out, in other words, if I want to do it to attain what's called definition, I tend to speed up my workout. But when I want to do it to gain a little muscle mass, to put a little pressure on the muscle, to gain some bulk, I slow the workout down, extremely slow. All right, so that the body would get more of a resistance. Now, crunches, I do those in sets of 20s. Also, I do crossovers. I do regular crunches. I do burpees. I do mountain climbs. All those workouts, you could look those up on YouTube. But those are some of the sit-ups and stomach workouts that I incorporate into my routine. All right. And that works. I do a lot of leg raises for the lower stomach, because your stomach really starts from your lower chakra. That's where all the weight goes. So what I do is I tend to do a lot of leg raises. And once you cut the bottom, the top will drop. So it's the same concept I use with doing my sit-ups. A lot of people focus on the top and do a lot of crunches. That helps. But it only works on the higher part of the abdomen. For me, I tend to hit it from the bottom. Okay. To me, the best way to cut a tree, it's from the roots. So it's the same thing. All right. I work the bottom, a lot of lower crunches, and then the top drop. So that's a good way to do that as well. Okay. When it comes to the legs, I do squats, but I don't do a lot of squats. When I do squats, I use my own body weight. But what I do is I do a lot of in-place jogging. What does that mean? It means that I stand in one position and I jog, and I do it sometimes in a different pace. Sometimes I slow jog, I in place slow jogging. Sometimes I do it at a moderate speed, and sometimes I sprint. Again, it depends on the results that you are trying to achieve. But I do that as well. So that helps keep the lower body, you know, in proportion with your upper body. All right. I also have a weight belt. Again, it depends on the mood that I'm in, what I'm trying to accomplish. If I want to gain some more mass, then I have a 40-pound weight belt. Sometimes I take some of the weights off just to keep it moderate. Sometimes I want to use the whole 40. I do that to squat sometimes. Also, sometimes I use it to do pull-ups. It depends if I'm trying to, you know, spread out the wings or the back some more, or what you call the laterals or lats. I use the belt to give it a little more mass. But I rarely do that. I say I pretty much do, I would say 98% of my workout is with free weights. I do have a 25-pound dumbbell. I have a 25-pound kettlebell, and I incorporate those in my workout. But most of the weights that I use are resistant bands. I have up to 400 pounds in resistant bands. Sometimes I have those that are just about 30 to 40 pounds. Especially when I train my clients, I tend to use the lighter resistant bands. But the reason why I'm saying all this is because you have to take care of yourself. If your body is your temple, I'm not saying be vain about it, but be proud of it. Take care of it. Present it well. Represent it well. You know, the body belongs to the spirit, and the spirit is very boastful, is very prideful, and it wants to be in a healthy environment. So take care of yourself. And another thing is, sometimes it doesn't matter how much you work out. If you don't get enough rest, if you don't eat properly, or to an extent healthy, moderately, then it's a waste of time. For me, at least, that's just my opinion. Okay, so I'm not saying that you have to be, you know, anal about what you eat. I'm not saying that, but eat healthy, at least moderately. Don't eat a lot of junk. Don't eat a lot of sweets and sugars. You don't do that. Now, a lot of people speak about carbs. Carbs are good sometimes. It depends on what you're trying to accomplish. Now, if you're trying to accomplish bulk and get some weight, then you could incorporate more carbs into your workout. However, if you're trying to get lean, the less carbs, the better. Okay, you may want to intake more protein. Now, when people hear protein, people think of meat. Meat, the truth about meat is not a complete protein. Meat is a combined protein. What does that mean? It means that you have to combine meat with something else to get a full protein. Plus, meat is recycled protein anyway, because animals get their proteins from plants. So my thing would be, why eat the recycled protein? Why go to the middleman when you could go to the source? So plant-based foods are the best source of protein. Okay? As a matter of fact, you have spirulina. Spirulina has at least 15 times more protein than meat. You have chlorella, you have moringa, you have bee pollen. All those things are plant-based except for the bee pollen. Well, the bee pollen come from the bees, but I'm talking about it still come from the plants anyway. But you have spirulina, chlorella, moringa. All those things are high in protein, so you could incorporate that into your smoothies. All right. Now, the way you eat is really up to you. Your routine of eating is based on what you want. For me, I only eat when I'm hungry. I don't eat just because. You see, I don't live to eat, but I eat to live. So therefore, I eat moderately. Like when I rise at sunrise, I don't break my fast, because breakfast is just breaking your fast. I don't break my fast before, well, it used to be before 12, but I kind of changed up my routine, and I don't break my fast before 10 most of the times. All right. But what I do is, a lot of times I would get some alkaline water. All right. Whether it may be just straight alkaline water or a bottle, and I squeeze lime or lemon in there to make it alkaline, and I drink that, and I don't eat anything for the next 2 or 3 hours. That helps in cutting down a lot of belly fat. So that's how I'm able to sustain myself without working out. And even if I feel I'm a little conscious because I know of what I could attain, and I start working out, it only takes me about 3 to 4 weeks to get it back. And I would literally look like I was working out for like 6 months. So a lot of that is generic as well. But take your time. You don't have to do a lot. Honestly, you really don't. You don't have to go to a gym for 2-3 hours. Literally 20 minutes to half an hour a day or at least 5 or 6 days a week is all you need. Do a lot of walking. Take your time. It may be medium pace, it may be slow pace, it may be fast pace. Do a little crunches, a little sit-ups, a little stretch. Make sure you stretch a lot, because the body has elasticity, and if you don't stretch your body, it will pop. Okay, the muscles, the elastic in your body will get weak. Typical example, if you have a rubber band and you don't use it at all, and one day you go pull it, it's gonna pop, because it's not working. All right, it's not strengthening itself, it's not stretching enough to maintain its elasticity. It's the same thing with the body. So you have to stretch, you have to keep it in motion. A body in motion stays in motion. All right, so all I'm just saying is take care of yourself. Don't drink a lot. Me, I don't drink liquor, but once in a while, if I have to celebrate or, you know, just chill with some friends on occasion, I will have a drink for the stomach's sake. You know what I mean? But I don't drink. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke weed. All right. Now, I don't have anything against people who do you. For me, if you want to smoke yourself out, that's on you. That's your thing. All right. Do you. We all have free will. And I'm not going to impose my own beliefs on you. All right. So that's just it. But my thing is, take care of yourself. Teach your children how to take care of themselves. Your children do what you do. They don't do what you say. So be the great example for yourself and for those that are around you. All right. But we got to get better care of ourselves. The majority of our people get sick, high blood pressure, diabetes, obesity, because of how they eat and they're not active enough. All right. So learn to take care of yourself. Be good to yourself. Love yourself. Self-preservation is number one. I wanted to do this video because, like I said, I'm going to give them something to talk about. Let the haters hate. But I'm going to continue to do what I do. And once again, haters, don't hate. Use my picture as a motivation. All right. Y'all want to be me so bad and y'all can't be me. And that's the problem. All right. But I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing. It's amazing that y'all could spend 3 hours doing a video talking about me. Wow. Man, I must be a celebrity, huh? For you to just sit home and think about a man thinking, or men thinking about another man that way. For 3 hours, you could talk about a man. That got to be some personal things, bruh. You know, but like I said, I only deal with women. So I'm going to just leave it as that. All right. But with that being said, take care of yourself. Love yourself. All right. And hey, don't be ashamed to be who you are. We were made in the likeness and image of our Creator. All right. As an original American, an American Indian, I know when the Europeans came here, they saw my ancestors walking around in the skin that the Creator made them in. In other words, we were walking around literally with as little clothes as possible, because we were connected to nature. That's who we were. So that's who I am. It's in my blood. It's in my nature. So people talk about, oh, well, put a shirt on. Oh, I can't listen to you without a shirt. That's your insecurity. Okay. I am comfortable in my skin. I love who I am. That's how the Creator made me. When I came out of my mother, I didn't have any clothes on. All right. I came with my skin. So I'm comfortable with who I am. I love who I am. And if you got a problem with that, then you need to check yourself. It ain't me. Check yourself, your insecure self. That's what you need to do. All right. So what I say is this: take care of yourself, work out, and show some skins, man. All right. Show some skins. All right. As long as you're being respectful, you're not hurting anybody, then live your life. Don't allow anybody to impose their insecurities on you. All right. So just wanted to do this video and give you guys some workout tips. And everything always starts mentally. Know that you can do it. All you have to do is start. Don't tell yourself, you know what, I'm going to work out one day. There is no such thing as one day. You have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Pick a day, pick a month, pick a time, and start. But I would say there is no better time than now. However, if you have some type of disability, You may want to consult, a physician to see how much you could do. All right. But either way, you could still get into a little workout routine. So until then, take care of yourself. This is Chief Kalanago with another feel good video. All right. Have yourself a great, positive, and productive day.